You are now watching Between Villains.
What is going on, villains? Welcome back to another episode of Between Villains Live. I got to go to work soon, but we have 1 minute until the marathon reveal, so I'm going to be risky. Watch about 10 minutes, react to it, see what's going on, see what Bungie has up their sleeve. Of course, Marathon is an old, new game, I want to say. If you go back and do your research, man, Marathon was one of the first games that Bungie ever made, and it was kind of like Doom, I want to say. Predated Halo. They made Halo, then went on to start making Destiny, and then Sony wound up purchasing Bungie, and basically has Bungie now making Marathon for PlayStation exclusively, I believe. So this apparently is going to be like a looter shooter mixed with, like, I guess, multiplayer vibes. We'll see what's going on, but this game is very, very, very highly anticipated because of how good Destiny was and shit like that. That fan base has been waiting for a long time on something new, and this is essentially going to be the next thing that Bungie tackles. So I'm interested as well. I'm not a big PlayStation person. I don't own a PS5 or anything like that, so I just kind of want to see exactly what direction they're taking the franchise in. But yeah, let's see what's going on. It's currently 1 o'clock. Hurry the fuck up, I gotta go to work. Okay, here we go, y'all. Bungie's leads. Hit this blunt and shit. Gameplay reveal showcase. Let's see what's going on.
Bungie HQ here in beautiful Washington, where we're coming to you live with the opportunity to share a little bit of Marathon gameplay with you for the very first time. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and we've got an awesome show lined up for you with a little surprise at the end that you're going to want to stick around to, so make sure to go ahead and not tune out early. But no need to worry, you're not going to have to sit here and listen to me. I'm joined by some of my teammates here at Bungie to walk us through some of what we're going to be seeing today. So no time like this.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this shit is confirmed to be PlayStation 5 exclusive, right? I think that'd be ill if they dropped the ball. Like, yo, this shit is coming out to all platforms. That'd be the most insane shit ever.
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Like, super excited to finally show something about our game, you know? We've been a little bit silent for a while, but we're hoping you'll have a lot of fun today.
Yeah, we'll have another video in addition to one of just you in your office hanging out.
Exactly, so, yeah. I won't be talking for like 20 minutes straight this time. I promise, yeah.
So for anyone out there that may not know you or what you do here, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I work with a lot of amazing people, some of the people on this stage, a lot of people who are sort of in the audience here today. My goal is ultimately to take sort of all the ideas that we have, bring them together into a singular experience, and help to deliver that experience as a single thread. So, just love that.
Thank you very much for being here today, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. As we go on down the line, we're also joined by a man who's been instrumental in bringing the worlds of both games and film to life. Our franchise art director.
You look in the background, you can see some of the character designs. Looks pretty interesting. And that's one thing Bungie's always been good at, is like art direction and shit. So them starting
Joe,
kind of like brand new.
You've got some fans here, but for anyone out there in the audience,
I think it's going to be cool to see what direction they're going.
Can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so I'm Joe Cross. I'm franchise art director of Marathon, and my job is to sort of set the tone and the vision, the visual style of this, reimagine this IP and this amazing game, and then make sure that our world-class art team is set up for success. Paving the way a bit.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for everything. Yeah. We're going to have a lot to dig into today, so thank you for being here as well.
Thank you.
As we go right on down the line, we have, without a doubt, the most important Andrew on this stage here today. Our
Shout out to my brother D, the guy that's on stage right now. Got to pay a Brooks on. I'm dead.
Which, for anyone out there that may be just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Yo, Scott, what up, baby?
I'm the gameplay director. What basically means is I had to work with a bunch of awesome people to set up what the survival sandbox of Marathon is going to be. So that's runners, weapons and equipment, and the combatants, the UESC. They're going to be hunting players on Tau Ceti. So yeah, what up to the gameplay team? Thank you all for all your work.
And of course, last but exceptionally not least, someone who you've probably seen in Bungie Vidocs in the past, and someone who's been able to help guide design here at Bungie since Halo 3, the one, the only Mr. Senior Design Lead here, rather, the one, the only Mr. Lars Bakken.
I wonder if Microsoft regrets letting Bungie
Thank you. Thank you.
Lars,
go
we're back.
exclusive.
You
This
can
shit
say
is crazy.
Marathon's back.
You could.
This is like if Naughty Dog was purchased by
I'll leave
fucking
that to you, though. Well, for
Xbox
anyone
in the
out there in
future.
the audience who may not get that reference, and
crazy
is
to
for the
see.
first time, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Yeah, my name is Lars Bakken. I'm a senior design lead on the Run team. Shout out to Run team, everyone that's out there right now. A lot of fans out there. So the Run team is consisting of, we make the maps, so the zones that you're going into, we make the activities, so we take some of the cool stuff that Andrew's team, we remix it, we add the UESC in, we make them real difficult on purpose. And then we also have the contracts team, which are the factions, the corporations that players are sort of doing deals with because they're mercenaries. And that gets a little bit down into sort of the missions and everything. And so that's the stuff I hopefully make everyone proud with.
Well, we'll get into that here very shortly, but no, thank you all for starters all for being here. Before we get started as well, a quick reminder, do yourself a favor, make sure you've got your Bungie and your Twitch account linked to make sure you don't miss out on the Twitch drop that's going on right now. And if you also go ahead and subscribe to any channel in the Marathon directory, you can get a special little cat badge next to your name to go ahead and show everyone that you were here today. So go out there, find a streamer you haven't found before, and make sure and drop a sub out there and share the love. And also, if you have dropped your sub here on Marathon the Game, worry not, that money all goes to the Bungie Foundation, so thank you for helping us help them do some good out there. And now we have a big show again lined up. We've got some gameplay on the way coming up very shortly. We had a chance to go ahead and work with some creators and press very recently, and we're going to show you what they thought of the game. And of course, again, I'll repeat myself, but we've got something really great for you at the end of the show, so make sure and stick around. But again, the purpose of today is to show off some gameplay. Mr. Joe Ziegler, I'd love to hand the mic to you for this next part.
Yeah, so before we get started, obviously there's a lot to talk about today. We have a little bit of a taste to show you about what our game is about, just to kick us off, so we can put some images to what we've been talking about here. So let's take a look.
I fucking hope you have a taste of the game, pause. Like, I want to see something, bro. The fuck? I could already see people complain about that. My boy had a shadow clone. Respect.
But the dream is not over. My dream. Yours. Now. Run.
Interesting art direction. I'm not mad at it. I could see fans complaining because y'all complain about everything, but I'm not mad at it, especially because PlayStation is not known to really focus on these types of games. So good for you guys. Looks dope. Looks dope, guys. Ooh, so Marathon is coming to all platforms. Interesting. Okay. That's what we wanted to know, villains. We wanted to know if this was going to be exclusive to PlayStation or if they were going to let them, rock. Seems like they're going to let them rock. And it makes sense, man. These types of games deserve to be
just later this month in
all
23rd, we're going to be
platform
running a closed
releases.
alpha
Like,
test that you can be a
it
part
makes
of.
no sense
So it's a quick heads
alienating
up,
full
this will be
console
for
player
North America,
bases,
18+ only.
and then you
there's
like
gonna be
miss
a
out on
big
money
chance
on
to play
top of that.
upfront,
Like,
but
it just
don't
doesn't
worry,
make
there's gonna be
sense.
other opportunities to play later. So to make sure you're caught up with all
Aside
the
from
details
like
and ready
making a
to
point,
go,
like this
do
is
yourself
our
a
game.
favor, head over to
Fuck
our
all
Discord
that,
at discord.gg/marathonthegame. And of
Just
course,
give
if
give
you're
your
here in Twitch chat
console
with us
players
today, you've already done
exclusive
yourself a
things,
big
you
favor.
know.
Members of our community and moderation
But
teams are gonna
fuck
be
that,
going
bro.
up
If this is coming out to
and,
Xbox, this is
looking
awesome.
for folks to to drop codes to as well to
Let me
make
do
sure that
some
you can
Googles
get
real
priority
quick. I wanna see if
access
this is
when the alpha kicks off.
confirmed
So
coming to
go ahead and
everything.
keep an eye out on your inbox. There's no exclamation point drops or anything you need to do, though I'm sure folks will do it anyway. But worry not, you've gone ahead and done yourself a favor by being here today. But let's get into it. What did we just see?
Oh, nah. So it was,
A
excuse
lot
me,
of
guys.
death, you know, is
It was
first
already
what we all
confirmed
saw.
to be multi-plat.
But honestly, you saw a first glimpse of
So this
some of what's going on in Marathon,
actually,
you know, our
fuck
extraction
everything I
shooters
said
that
at
we
the,
made
at the
over
beginning.
here,
This is
and,
important now. This
it's
suddenly
got a
becomes
little bit of
important.
everything. It's got some runners in there.
See-
It's got some
See what
weapons
happens
in
when you
there.
let your people go
It's got
multi-plat?
some crazy stuff happening, but yeah.
Yeah, a little taste of the weapons in there.
My son
You
got
saw
some Tatums
alternate
on,
weapon
respect.
Actions, the flip scope
Oh,
is in
oh, those
there,
the
so
Lucas.
Weapons are going to do more than just shoot, obviously. It's a Bungie game. We got to like really push things.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of runner abilities are in there as
Yeah,
well.
you PlayStation nigga,
UESC,
y'all not
obviously,
ready to
PC,
just,
UESC and what they're
you know, to
capable
hold
of.
down a whole
Yeah, a lot
shooting
of
game by yourself.
Fun
Not yet,
world
not
of
yet, not yet.
interactions too. Like
Fuck
there's
all
that
that. Y'all need the
sequence
PC
where
niggas, y'all
shutters
need the
go down
Xbox
and then
niggas.
everything goes
We gotta
wrong
team
for
up.
the team that's in that room.
This is very dope
but
to see.
That's, yeah, it's pretty cool to see those things.
Yeah, everything goes wrong. The Andy Salisbury story. Mr. Ziegler, so
I'm
why
hyped
are
now.
why are we making Marathon? Why is Bungie going into the extraction shooter space?
I mean,
Right.
extraction shooters like are something that are a passion of all of ours. Like, we really like the idea of like bringing this experience that we've all enjoyed, which is this kind of intense survival-based experience where you are frequently unsure of what's going to happen next, but you're on that adventurous ride of it. You know, it's, we talk about it sort of like it's a horror story that's kind of unfolding before you.
You get ready for work at
and
the same time.
testing
y'all.
yourself
Need
to
to be
see if
smart
you can
about my
survive it.
timelines.
And we really wanted to take that and sort of, I don't know, bring a lot more people into it. When you love something, you really kind of want to just, you know, attract others to it, and so you can have a bigger party with it. And so, yeah, we've been doing a lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah,
You know?
no, it shows. And you know, Lars, obviously, Bungie's got a long history of shooters, but this is a new type altogether for us to dive into. From your side, what's it been like designing for all of this?
It's been fantastic. So when I started at Bungie, it was on the multiplayer team. And I am a competitive person in my nature. I really enjoy PvP.
And that's good
so
to hear. I'm tired of
having
that
to
buddy
take
buddy
that
shit.
in the
Oh, you know, we all got to
Marathon
make everything. We got to make games
and
that are
think about every
fair.
single
That fuck all
angle,
that. If you're
every
trash,
design,
you're trash.
Knowing that there
Make
will be
shit
other human
competitive again.
beings in, around, and on the other side of it has just been fascinating and really exhilarating for myself personally, and I also know for the team.
It's been really exciting to see. And you know, obviously, you mentioned we saw a lot. We saw some runners. Mr. Witz, can you do me a favor and help introduce these 4 runners that are going to be available when the closed alpha test begins?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have 6 runners at launch, but we're focusing on the core 4 here for they're going to be in the alpha. So going left to right, we have Locust. Locust is our soldier kind of fantasy, our soldier kit, all about push forward gameplay, right? The first one in, trying to get as many picks as possible, right, against either the UESC or other players. Next, we have Blackbird. It's a very reconnaissance-based kit, all about like figuring out where players and enemies are in general and punishing poor positioning. Glitch is like our agile disruptor kind of kit, all about pushing forward, disrupting enemy teams and what they're doing and getting out and kind of having that kind of cycle.
So this is essentially a look at some
Void
new
is our stealth boy, our sneaky boy.
builds.
All about throwing down smokes.
Different
going
classes that we're
full
gonna be able to
active
pick.
camo cloak, into the darkness, getting some resin.
They all look
and then, taking some
visually
so
different,
yeah,
which
this
is
our
awesome.
Core 4.
You don't want shit to look the same. That happens a
There's
lot
also
with
choose
video
from out of the
games.
gate. And even furthermore, Joe Cross, also, if anyone's not following Joe Cross on Twitter, do yourself a favor and do so. But you've been sharing some art with these runners pretty recently out there on Twitter with everyone. You know, before the show, we were talking a little bit, and I've heard this come up a lot, but you know, you guys have been working off of this concept of graphic realism. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
I think
and
this
what
is a
that
good
means
move for
the
Bungie too.
It's one of our ingredients that we.
This might be a little bit easier than
help us define the visual world.
The maintenance of updating
for
a
these
game
runners,
like
you know,
Destiny
the
and shit
first
like
thing we
that.
wanted to make
Like,
sure was their visual fantasy.
you know, this is a
reflected
lot
in
more
gameplay fantasy,
streamlined, a lot more
well.
focused.
And
I'm
then
not
we
mad
sort
at them
of
for
have
pivoting
our,
to
you
this
know, unique
at all.
recipe of influences and
You know, good
inspirations
for them.
for the reimagining of this world. And one of those sort of constraints we've created is this idea of graphic realism, where we kind of reduce the amount of geometry, we limit our materials, we use a lot of graphic design and color, and we sort of use it as a tool to onboard artists who are working on the project. And then it doesn't hurt to have a world-class concept team cranking this stuff out. That's sort of the origin of a lot of these designs.
Yeah. And you know, obviously, the world of Marathon has so much legacy to it as well. You know, as a kid who grew up playing it, I know it well myself. But like, what's it been like stepping into this world?
It's amazing. Yeah, and art geeks out there, the sort of the father of the marathon visual world in a lot of ways is this guy Craig Mullins, who you see art represented on the left. Started out as a fan, then got incorporated into the IP officially by Bungie, and so his legacy looms super large. And we've always tried to, pay attention, pay homage, make sure we were doing justice. And you can see here in the center, this is kind of a proto-runner we developed early in the process to make sure that, our sort of approach to graphic realism and style lined up and sort of represented that. And then on the right here, sort of an evolution into one of our actual runners here, Blackbird, with a similar fantasy and composition. So I think it's working out well, and I think we're doing something new, but also sort of looking back.
It's like a 3-panel study on how to hold the spine, right? Is what you're looking at.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah.
Is it a spine?
I don't know. It could be.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, that said, if anyone out there in Twitch chat as well has any questions, go ahead and drop them in. We're going to try and answer as many as we can. We're going to be showing, again, a lot of stuff today. So if you've got anything that comes to mind, please feel free to throw it in there. Folks on the community team are going to be keeping an eye out. But, we've obviously got a chance to go ahead and dive a little deeper. We've done some telling. Let's go ahead and do some more showing by taking a bit of a deeper dive into some more marathon gameplay.
Let's do it.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4. You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats.
Here we go, we getting some real lore right now. This is awesome.
Here you'll fight in a
My
crew of
thoti is
up to
wet.
3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces, and otherworldly threats. To scavenge the remains of a lost
So did they say 18 players? So PvE versus PvP
environments of Tau
at
Ceti
the same
4
time?
are filled with weapons,
PvE,
materials,
VP?
and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map.
PvPvE? Who fucking knows?
Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead.
PvE, VVVVV?
Get in, gather as
Nah,
much
this looks,
loot
all
as
jokes
you
aside,
can,
this looks really good.
make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs.
Okay, so looter shooter vibes, good.
Your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill your vault. Death is inevitable, but it's never the end.
Oh, I could see
Think
people
quickly on
complaining.
your
This is
feet
gonna be so
and
fun.
outplay your opponents, and in your next run, you and your teammates
Nice.
will be the ones coming out on top.
Elam.
And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight.
Sheesh. I know Grim is,
Bungie
so
brings its
Grim is one of the biggest
best-in-class
Halo
first-person multiplayer action
slash
to the
Destiny
forefront.
fans
Dynamic and
slash
tactile
Bungie fans
gunplay.
like that I know.
Runners with
So I
unique
know like
playstyles.
he might be sleeping right now. He might just be waking up. You know, he's a late bloomer. As for days and shit like that. But
Whether you're on a zero to hero run,
he's gonna be
or
excited
high
about
rolling
this.
with powerful
Grim is
gear,
gonna be hype about
you'll
this.
need
He's
to
probably
use your
gonna be the
best
main
judgment when you decide which
streamer
fights to pick
on Between
and
Villains
how.
playing this shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
Because no matter
I could
how
see it
good
now.
you are,
Him and my dad are gonna be on
skill
this
and
shit
strategy
all fucking
will
day.
always have the edge. Marathon is
Let me
designed to be
actually
played in crews
let me
with
Facebook
contextual
message my dad
pings,
real quick.
shared
See if I can get him on
objectives,
stream real
and
quick.
down but not out to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates and get out
Yo.
with your hard-earned loot.
So right now you're on
If you believe
stream.
your skills
I'm doing
alone are
I'm
enough
doing
to
a
conquer
live
any
reaction
giant,
to
we'll give you the
Bungie's.
freedom to opt out of crew
They're doing a
film
gameplay
and take
reveal
all
for
the
a
glory
marathon.
yourself as a solo
They're doing
runner.
it today. Yeah. for
No two
Marathon.
runs in Marathon
I had no
ever play
idea
the
that
same,
Bungie was
with
still going to be
dynamic
dropping
events,
shit for all
variable
platforms,
weather,
even though they
and
got purchased by.
unpredictable play.
So I thought this was
You'll
going to be
have to
P5
adapt
only.
on the
It's just
fly
coming to
if you
everything.
want to survive.
Yeah, they're doing a live stream right now, first gameplay. So Marathon from back in the day, they're doing like it's basically a looter shooter. Look at this
Looking
shit.
to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered.
Nah,
Want to
it
push enemy
looks
teams and
really,
steal
really
their
good.
loot? Bring in Glitch.
So
with
they're saying
agility
18 people in the lobby, and then a bunch of like enemies and shit to do,
running support
and
for
it's
your
like
friends,
like you
grab
exfilling,
extra equipment,
looter shooter
shield
vibes.
charges, and a specialized backpack to be the
I was live reacting to it, coming into it thinking that they was gonna go P5 exclusives and Sony brought them, but they, at the top of the shit they confirmed all platforms. So it looks but the art direction, it just looks wild. I can already see you and I already know you and Frankie about to wild out on this shit. I already know y'all about to wild out.
In season 1, where you and your friends will start to unravel the
For Marathon?
mysteries of Tau Ceti 4.
I think they show one of the Destiny moons in the background of this shit at the top of the stream.
You're only ever one run away
But
from your next big score.
I could see it, man. I could see it. But if I was you, whenever you get a chance, go on YouTube and watch like they're doing it now. But by the time you get on, it might be finished. Watch the stream type shit. But I could see you and Frankie.
All right.
Oh man, y'all gonna be wilding on this shit.
Gameplay. All right.
I gotta get to work though.
Let's get
I love
into
you. I
breaking
was
this
being risky at the
down.
time. Mwah.
So, I think
Watch
for
it and let me know how you
starters, again,
how you feel about it.
on before the break, Bungie has such a
All right,
rich
later,
history
yeah.
with Marathon.
Stay by the stream,
So
stay by the
from
stream,
your
stay by the
standpoint,
stream.
Facilitating this gameplay with your art style. Again, what was it like kind of approaching this from
Yeah, stay
from
by
your
the
perspective?
chat.
What were you looking to do?
All right, later, chat. One, baby.
you know,
Love y'all.
See y'all
build on the
motherfuckers on
legacy.
Marathon, y'all.
The-
Peace.
The narrative
All right,
of
Papa.
Marathon is incredibly rich and like.
All right, villains, we
inspirational
out of here,
to
man.
me,
Let me
sort
know what you guys
inspiration
think of the
for art.
gameplay and all that down below. I think it
also
looks
love-
fucking awesome.
love
I'm
just
all
sort
in
of
day
having
one.
the keys to this-
We'll catch you guys on the
this
next
car,
content,
from this
the next
era,
piece of content.
working on a game
Peace.
from this era. I love older games. I love the way the games look from the PS1, PS2.